Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy coming at you with a new review. How's it going? I hope you're doing well during these crazy times that we are in. This is, of course, the channel that welcomes you to your weekend and all of the other That Cologne Guy cliches that I have said over the years that I belt out right before the introduction. So I hope you're doing well. You've seen the title, and I have to tell you, this is about the 17th time, no joke, that is not an exaggeration, I have tried to show you the bottle. There it goes. For some reason, this bottle camera must be anti-Ariana Grande, and I could not get the camera to zoom in. There it goes. Oh, you see that? So this week, of course, is Ariana Grande Cloud, and I'm just going to say right off the bat that I promise you, I am not a proponent of drinking games, but I will promise you that I will not take out and post any of the times I say Adriana Grande or Clouds. Clouds, of course, is a metal doom band, and I do admit that I slip sometimes and say Adriana Grande, which my 12-year-old is only too happy to point out. And she will be the bonus feature. So if you'd like the perspective review for Ariana Grande Cloud from a 12-year-old girl's perspective, then click on to the, I'll put the timestamp, but run over to the bonus feature of this episode at the end, and she will give her thoughts. Now, like you, I have a, at best, lukewarm relationship and at worst, a contentious relationship with celebrity fragrances. In fact, I've only done one review, which of course I think we could all remember. You remember where you were when you saw that first review I did of the Olsen twins. So I will also put that up, and that is the only celebrity fragrances that I have reviewed was one by the Olsen twins, of course, of Full House fame, and all the movies they did after that. So will this be the fragrance that breaks the rule for me? Stay tuned and find out. Okay, welcome back. This is a 2018 release. It's a fruity floral gourmand. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this. I am, of course, I think, during the elections with everything being contentious and, we got different people, let's agree to disagree and all this. I think we can agree on one thing. I think we can agree that when it comes to a pop singer, a celebrity fragrance perfume release, I think we can all agree that That Cologne Guy is the target audience for this perfume. Are we good? All right, can we agree on that? You probably weren't not expecting this to be reviewed this week. Here's the story behind this. Natalia V, so my daughter, and that's her channel as well on YouTube, and of course will be at the bonus feature. She wanted this for Christmas, but we thought we would try a travel size first to see if she really, really liked it. We got it a couple weeks ago. She's been wearing it every day, and I've been wearing it actually this entire week because I'm going to do a review. And then something I didn't know was apparently this is a clone or a dupe or a copy of Baccarat Rouge 540. That is interesting to note because I did a recent review on a clone by Babylon Fragrances called Sacred of Baccarat Rouge 540. So connections abound here at That Cologne Guy. And let's take a look at the notes. So the notes are, when you first spray it, it's this kind of aftershave lavender. You feel like you're kind of in a barber shop. It has a barbershop quality to it on the lavender. Very clean, mixed very nicely with pear. So those are the top notes, and then the mid notes are going to be where the gourmand hits, and so that's going to be whipped cream, coconut, and praline. And then the base notes are going to be musk and woody notes. So if I had to describe this, this is really the way I see it. And I would describe it as this. We had some car problems a couple months ago, and we took it to the dealership, and they gave us, I don't know if it was supposed to be like to whet our appetite or just to make us suffer and show us what we're all missing, but they gave us our Mercedes-Benz for like a month. And it was a brand new Mercedes. And every time you open the door, the Mercedes-Benz emblem would show up on the driveway. I mean, it was really cool. Leather seats, you name it. It had every bell and whistle in the car. Brand new. I think it had like 8 to 10 miles on it. I mean, it was literally brand new. So we had that, and here's what I think of this perfume. This perfume is kind of like, I would say whipped cream, but you're probably not having whipped cream in a $70,000 car with leather seats. So we are going to say cotton candy in a luxury car. So this is like, so I want you to think of the smell of cotton candy, and then I want you to think of that incredible smell. Man, I wish it lasted, of a brand new car with leather seats. Luxury car, but I mean, all brand new cars smell great, but those luxury ones seem to really smell even better. And I want you to think of that. That's how I think it smells, at least on my skin. This is a great fragrance. It is a fantastic release. I certainly am not the target audience for this, but I really appreciate this perfume. What I like about it is right when the gourmand starts to amp up and you start getting too much of like the praline and the whipped cream, then all of a sudden the musk and the woody notes kick in, and the base notes, and so you mix that with lavender and pear, and this is a very, very good fragrance. I mean, if you frown on celebrity fragrances like I do, and if you smelled this and didn't know anything about it, you would not expect that this would be a celebrity release. So my cap goes off. I tip my cap to them for this release. So you'll know in the bonus feature that my daughter Natalia really likes it, and I certainly wore it this week. And as I said, the big deal, I guess, on Fragrantica is some people are saying that this is a reformulation and it's been watered down. I can't speak to the one we have. I'm assuming it's the original, but I don't know if we have the reformulation. All I can say is that the longevity, projection, and sillage are outstanding. I think this is an EDT. I don't think it's an EDP. Correct me. You can tell me. I think it's an EDT, I'm assuming. But it functions like an EDP, though, in the sense of the projection is amazing. You're going to project it definitely at an arm's length for quite some time, and then the longevity is going to be a robust 6 to 8 at arm's length, and then even 8 plus, like 8 to 12, I would even say, close to the body. So if you spray on your clothes, I'd be very careful with this one, at least with the version that I have, because it would be full-on beast mode if we put it on clothes. So excellent when it comes to longevity and projection, and it just gets better with sillage because when you walk in and out of rooms in this house in the last 2 weeks, you don't even have to ask if somebody has put this on, because you can tell it really leaves a scent trail. In fact, I might even have to say this is one of the best scent trails that I've reviewed, other than outside of Amouage. That is a big statement. I'm not sure if I want to go there after 90-some reviews, but I will say it's way up there. And if there's one that has better sillage than this one, outside of Amouage, of course, I really have to stop and think, because this is outstanding. Wow. Very strong. Something you want to be careful with. Go easy on the trigger, as they say, if you spray on your clothes. But no problems there with the big three. So when it comes to actual people owning it or having received it as a gift and commenting on it on Fragrantica, I think you're going to see about an 80-20 split. I think you're going to see 80% women and 20% men. To me, this is not a masculine. Of course, it's for women, but I wouldn't categorize this as a masculine fragrance, and I also would not categorize this as a unisex. To me, this is feminine. It's not ultra feminine, and it's not unisex. It's just right in the heart of a feminine fragrance. I don't think I would have this in my collection for me, and of course, I am not the target audience for this release anyway. But here's what I would say I really appreciate about this fragrance, though. You know, Natalia V, who we'll talk about it later, is 12, and she really likes it. But this is definitely not like a... Think of those ultra high school, middle school fragrances, like the girls' version of Axe. I don't know what it would be like. What, Juicy Couture? I don't know. I have no idea. So you can tell me. But when it comes to the fragrances that you associate with middle school and high school. I don't think it's fair to put this in that. I don't think this is a 12 to 18 group. I think this is a 12 and up. I think most of the women that would be wearing this would be 12 to 25, but there's nothing to suggest though that it's like really youthful, that kind of ultra sweet smell. I don't get that at all. I just think it smells really, really nice. So age group would be just 12 and up. If you do wear it, let us know what you think, if you agree. And then the other one would be versatility is off the charts. One thing I love about this fragrance is that this is kind of like last week I did Chrome for the guys. And this one really is a lot like that in the sense that you can wear this pretty much anytime, anywhere. This would be a perfect gift for somebody who doesn't have a lot of perfumes because it's hard to dislike. And then on top of it, it's kind of made for the woman who would enjoy wearing one fragrance over a long period of time, as opposed to having this huge collection, because it just smells nice and she'll be able to wear it anywhere. I mean, office, day, night. I'm not even going to do those because versatility is one of the main reasons that I wanted to review this fragrance. I really appreciate that about it. So seasons, I mean, this is going to be one of those all seasons but summer. I don't see this doing well in really hot weather. I think it'd be a little cloying, but I would say any of the 3 seasons outside of summer would be perfect. So this is another plus for this fragrance. So I'll quickly mention that, again, I have reviewed Sacred by Babylon Fragrances and in August of this year, and it's right there. And I have never smelled the original. So Sacred is a clone of Baccarat Rouge 540. I have not smelled that. But if Sacred smells a lot like that, I would definitely say that this is not a copy or clone. I would say it smells like it, if I'm comparing it directly to Sacred. Sacred has more saffron and cedar. I don't see them. I see them maybe in the same class, but I don't see them as a clone or a copy or ultra similar. So I guess what I would say is, if Sacred is truly a copy of Baccarat Rouge, then this would not be a clone to me. This is much sweeter. It has less, emphasis on notes like cedar and saffron, and this one has more of like whipped cream and praline. See, I just don't see that. So the only thing I can think of is maybe Sacred is slightly different than Baccarat Rouge. This is the second one though that people have said smells like that. So I really need to get my hands on that perfume or that fragrance. I'm looking forward to reviewing that someday, although I heard it's relatively expensive. So that's that. I can't say if it is, but all signs to me point that this would not be a clone or copy. I just think it smells fantastic. Again, if it's been reformulated and it's been watered down and this is the original, that would be bad. But I'm hoping that's not the case, because if in the proverbial "if it ain't broke, don't fix it," that would be this one. So as far as celebrity fragrances go, this does break the rule for me, because I really appreciate it. I like it a lot. Of course, I'm not the target audience, but I have a feeling that Santa Claus indeed will be dropping off a bottle for Christmas this year for Natalia V. Don't forget to stick around for the bonus feature and hear her thoughts on this fragrance. And really, I have to give this a 5 out of 5, because I would probably, just like last week, I had a soft-hearted moment when it comes to Chrome, and I gave a 4 out of 5, but then I said 5 out of 5 in the end. I'm going to say this is probably a 4 out of 5 on smell, but I like the fact that it's the first time I have really appreciated a celebrity fragrance. So in Ariana Grande's honor, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 sprays. That will be 1 on each side of the neck, 1 on each wrist, and I will go 1 on the shirt, although that means I'm going to smell like cloud for probably about, it's 4 o'clock now, so we're going to say at least until midnight. All right, so here we go. Boom. 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 Boom, and boom. So what's funny is every once in a while I'll get a little bit on the headphones or the microphone, and then like for weeks on end after that I smell these perfumes. The good news though is I've liked practically all of them, so that's fine too. So there you have it, folks. Another episode by the boards. I have to tell you, since last Friday we have had yet just another cascade of subscribers. We are clocking in almost at one new subscriber a day, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I don't do a lot of the Facebook groups. I don't do a lot of the fragrance reviewers. I just do this, and so everybody who gravitates to my channel, it's not because I need to do more of the schmoozing and rubbing elbows and getting business cards, and I need to do more of that. But you know what? I just enjoy chatting with you and doing these reviews so very much, and so thank you for subscribing. It means a lot. Welcome aboard to the Cologne crew. We are a very open-minded, international, eclectic group. So welcome, and you will see in the comments that we have just a great group of people here who enjoy commenting from all over the world. So it's quite international indeed. Thanks so much. The other thing I was going to say is don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and always remember, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, it's Natalia V, and I'm going to be giving my perspective on the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume, or Cloud by Ariana Grande, whatever. She has made so many perfumes. I feel like that's kind of an exaggeration, but out of all of the celebrities that I know, she's one of the celebrities that I think makes the most perfumes. And I love all of her perfumes that are amazing, and I totally recommend them, but this is my absolute favorite, and I'll tell you why. I have wanted this perfume for a very long time, about 2 years. This is mine, actually. It's the travel one, and my dad said, hey, I'm going to get you the travel one, and then maybe for Christmas, I can, if you really like it, whatever, we can get it for you, the full bottle for Christmas. The full bottle, Dad, if you're watching this, edit a picture of the bottle because I love the bottle. It's amazing. It's very beautiful. That's one of the things I like. I always like the presentation of the bottle. That's one of my favorite things about all my perfumes. They always look super cool. Like one of my perfumes is, I think Rue 21 is my cheapest perfume. I think it was $12, but it smells really good. It smells like peony, and it has flowers in it. I really like the presentation of every single one of my perfumes. That's probably the reason that I have them, most of the reason. But this, 5 sprays out of 5 sprays, 10 on 10, however you want to phrase it, it's amazing. I literally love this perfume. When I got it, I was incredibly happy. I just ran into the car, sanitized it first, and opened it, and I immediately sprayed it in the car, and then by the time we got home, my dad's car was already filled with the smell, and my dad just filmed, so it's swimming with all of the smell, and it's 2 sprays has made my whole room smell incredibly different. So I wouldn't recommend, but spraying it more than 2 times in your room, just because you might I put on the fan. It was a lot to handle because I put 3 sprays, and just that, my whole sheets, all of my clothes now smell like this. And, well, I'm not complaining. It smells absolutely amazing. It smells, as my dad described it, eating cotton candy in a new car. So I feel like it has that new car smell, but then it's also really sweet. I feel like it's super cliche to say that, oh my god, it smells like cotton candy, but it truly does smell like candy and sugar. And I just really like the packaging for I think I've already said that, but I really like the packaging for the travel and the actual thing. And I just feel like it's a really good perfume. I have already sprayed it, but I'm still going to spray it. Done.